This is Cub Reporter Kencordeiro coming to you out of Middletown, Rhode Island, in the United States of America. Or at least I thought what was the United States of America. If you want, you can email me at kencordeiro@americanonline.com. Okay, in the news today, which is 7/28/2011, in the year of our Lord, AD. Locally, in Middletown, they want to put up new boat ramps down at 3rd Beach, which is a nice little beach, like half a mile long, nice family beach. They want to turn it into Newport. They want to put a 190-foot boat ramp by 30 feet, then an accessible for the handicapped, 190 foot by 5 foot. I mean, all these people are handicapped. I can't go on a boat. I don't have a boat. I mean, actually, I like all these different groups to just go away. They all want something from the government. Don't you understand? The government is broke. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It doesn't guarantee happiness, the pursuit of happiness. And the problem is, these people are doing it all with federal funds. This thing costs like almost $500,000. They're getting 75% of it from the federal government, which means it's like monopoly money. They're just devaluing the dollar. They're just printing it and printing it. This isn't stimulating anything. This is ruining my life, and your life too. And then, now they want to put a beach pavilion at 2nd Beach, which they've already given away to the criminal illegal aliens and everybody else they let into this town. And they want to pay this RKG Associates to develop a business plan for the new pavilion. They're only going to charge them $25,000, which of course they don't have. And this is for like maybe a day's work. That's what I make in a year. So these people on the town council and everybody in Middletown, they should just resign, okay? Okay, so much for that. Where are we going now? To our local paper last week, in the Newport Daily News. They've got this columnist, Kathleen Parker. She's a syndicated columnist. She's a winner of a Pulitzer Prize for commentary in 2010. She tries to come off as a conservative, but she's actually a liberal. In this piece that she wrote, "Vote No Crowd Undermines Reasonable Reform," she was all calling out Michelle Bachmann because she didn't want to vote to raise the debt ceiling, or because this plan didn't include repealing Obamacare. And she just says, sometimes, at the end she says, sometimes it's just stubborn. I mean, raise the debt ceiling? We're in debt. How do you get out of debt? By raising the debt ceiling. I'd like to ask Ms. Parker if she would kindly send me a credit card. How many people think she'll send me a credit card if I ask her? You know? I'd like to have a free credit card. Just raise the debt ceiling. It doesn't matter. You don't have to pay. I won't have to pay. I can get free gas on Ms. Parker. That would be nice, huh? Now, let's see. In our state, how is our state ruining us today? Last year, we had some criminal, probably an illegal alien. He murdered some guy up in Woonsocket, I believe. The guy was making his bank deposits at night. The guy came up and shot him. They caught him. They want to turn him over to the feds so they can prosecute him. But no, he might get the death penalty. So our governor is refusing to hand him over and wants to go argue against it because That's not who the state of Rhode Island is. We don't kill people. That's not who we are. These people, it sounds like they're in high school. That's not who we are. How about protecting the people of the state of Rhode Island like it's your job to do, Governor? Although I know you can't. Now, you people might not know it, but one of my many jobs is I'm also a forensic accountant. And I'm going to get the state budget, and then the next few weeks I'm going to go over it. Because I talked to my state representative, Miss Deb Ruggiero, very nice lady, and she had told me we have made all the cuts that we possibly can. So, I've got the budget, and I'm going to go over it and see how many more cuts that I can make. So let's go to some national news now. How about this Fort Hood shooter? The guy that a couple years ago just murdered all them people down in Texas at Fort Hood. This guy, they're going to drag on his trial. Might take a couple of years. How about if we get really tough with these people and show the rest of the world we really mean business, and we just shoot this guy, huh? Save all that time and money, get rid of him. We're also going to cut the debt ceiling. How about this, Mr. President? You want a debt ceiling? How about 2 cents? These people have already spent trillions of dollars. That's why, if you have $100,000 to spend, and you spend it, and then you spend another $10,000, your debt is the extra $10,000. These people have already spent trillions, and it's never enough, is it? It's never enough with these people. Little glitch there. Okay, we're back. Little technical difficulties. So I think we should just go out and shoot this guy. Just get rid of him. You know, and if the rest of the world doesn't like it, Who cares? I don't really care myself. You know why? Because these people have ruined my life. Okay? Especially this president. And as bad as he is, as bad as this socialist president of ours is, these Republicans in Congress are like, I don't know, they went to stupid retard school to learn how to deal, and they were flunked out in the 2nd grade. I really don't know. But how about this, Mr. President? You don't get any debt ceiling at all. How's that? Maybe you can keep your wife at home also. Mrs. Obama, I wish she would just stay at home. She's flying all over the world, spending just hundreds of thousands of dollars for trips. And how about if she just stays home, cleans the White House, and she can show little poor kids how to live with dignity. You know what I mean? Like all these old ladies they had like on the plantations, when they had plantations in the South and stuff, and they always had the old like black woman. She'd make sure everything was run right. Do this, do that, make sure it gets done. You know, show people how to live with dignity, that you don't have to have money to live with dignity. Okay. So, and now what these Republicans can say about our federal budget. How about this, Mr. President? With the money you take in, that's your budget. If you have like $1 trillion to spend it. Just don't cut the military. Do you know why, Mr. President? The rest of the world hates us. We have to have a strong military. For a country to survive, you have to have a strong military and a strong dollar, and our president doesn't want either. So, how about this? No new taxes, Mr. President. No cuts in the military. No welfare. No more welfare. It's not the government's job to feed you, give you a house. Why is it their job? Help the poor? How about if the poor help themselves? If you're poor, get another job. I don't care if you have to work 10, 12 hours a day. So does everybody. This idea that, we have jobs that Americans won't do, just doesn't fly. Do you know why? Because Americans have always worked. And I've got some reform. We'll send them. We're going to send all these people to the farms and let them work. And we're going to send, because Americans work, that's why. And maybe, Mr. President, we can make some cuts like in the EPA. How's that? Maybe the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, or the Department of Environment, the EPA. These people, they just want to crush businesses. Tax you for this. You have to do that. You have to do this. I mean, when's it ever going to end? We have to get political correctness out of our government also. This is killing us. No, and then maybe after we make some of these cuts, we can actually have some money to pay Social Security, which they do have enough money to pay. So, there's a couple of ideas for our president. No more political correctness. No more bowing down to all these groups, whatever they are, Mexicans, Guatemalans. I don't even know what they are. And you know what else we can get out of the country? How about the UN? The useless organization, the UN. There we go.